Mr. Young, recognize you for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I do compliment Dr. Beaufort. This administration could dance better than in the Rocky Bottom Boys of us. You know, I've never seen groups never answer question. That's what you haven't done. Because no one wants to answer the question. You slip through the darkness and impose restrictions. The Antiquities Act was never meant for the ocean. Never. Now to reach in and you say there's no worry about pollution. Fine, let's put it in law. You want to solve the problem? Let's put it in the law. You say it's not there, say I'm a straw boy? Let's put it in the law. Because it will be proposed by this administration. And I will say this, we have watched this because I've been here 44 years. And I've watched this, we're not going to do anything to you, don't worry. The check's in the mail. Kill my timber industry, trying to kill the fishing industry by federally controlled management of fish and, I would say, timber and all other resources. Otherwise, a socialist program. Is anybody explain to me, and listen to one doctor there, explain to me what advantage, if someone's been fishing in an area for 44 years, and then you can't fish because you have decided that this is a pristine area. Pristine area, been fishing there 44 years. You don't count. You made a living off the ocean. It's more important to somebody from Boston. It's more important from somebody from San Francisco or LA, not to the fishermen. Now, if the fish, and remember, I was the author and the sponsor of the Magnuson Act. If they are not sustainable, cannot provide it, the fishing is not allowed. But if you take fishing away from the fishermen when there's no danger to the fish and you declare an Antiquities Act, you're taking the fishing industry away from that fisherman. And that's happened. And they're continuing to try to do it. And we're buying more fish now from Thailand and Vietnam when we're catching ourselves. I'll challenge you to go over to Thailand and Vietnam and see how they can take care of their fish. We're taking care of our fish. And why would we impose, and the good lady said, we don't know for sure whether they can fish or not. Let's put it in the law. Fishing that occurred in the past can continue to occur. Not going to do that because it's not a monument. It's not a sanctuary. It is an area we are going to protect it from you. That's the thing. I've watched this over and over. The creeping cancer of the federal government overreaching. The worst managers of any resource is the federal government. They do not manage, they preclude. No happening at all. And you know, Mr. Oliver, you mentioned, I believe, or they mentioned in the questions of the other councils, the council is already doing a lot. What are they doing to help these things out? What's the council doing?
Well, Mr. Chairman, I provided some examples of other regions around the country. I can speak certainly to the North Pacific. I would repeat the statistic I mentioned earlier in my testimony. We have 1.3 million square nautical miles that we manage, and two-thirds of that area, or about 665,000 square miles of it, is closed to all or most fishing activities. That is, I guess coincidentally, or perhaps ironically, equal in size to the 665,000 square miles that have been closed in the Western Pacific under monuments designations.
So what you're saying now, has there been any of these monuments proposed in the areas already closed?
We haven't had any formal monument designation.
No, I mean, wait a minute. Listen, if you got that many acres off limits now, are any of the monuments that they're proposing are in that area? No, that's the answer to that. No. They are proposing areas fishing takes place now. Is that correct?
The areas that I've heard discussed for proposed monument designations include areas like the Aleutian Islands, which are currently under our participatory science-based process. Only 6% of that area, for example, is open to cod fishing, but it's critically important that that area be open to cod fishing.
And that's the area they're proposing.
Yes.
They say this is, it's a straw man baloney. I know when they propose something that's going to be attempted by. And they say you can do it by legislation. We have a one-man delegation. You've got 52, I believe. Well, one-man delegation, and I'm going to change the Congress to try to solve the problem, you know that's not going to happen. So I'm saying that Congress should not allow these antiquities, these monuments set aside and sanctuaries set aside in the fishing area, period, until it's cleared by the Congress. Let the Congress say, why do we let the president do this all the time? Let the Congress make that decision. And if you decide you want to make it through the congressional level, then let it happen. I'm still only one guy. But maybe, just maybe, instead of the agencies doing it, it'd be the right way to do a democracy, not the federal agency telling us what to do. 20th, Mr. Chairman, we're ranked today in freedom. That's how far we've gone down the line. I yield. I don't have any more.
Gentleman's time is up. Gentleman.